My name is Elite Lewis, and this is the story of how I made graduation my priority. The challenges I faced didn't define me, the choices I made did. These people who I picked to answer this question had the most wholesome answer, and I was very happy to hear them. These people are Mrs. Winnie and Jordan. Good afternoon, Miss Winnie. I will be interviewing you for my senior's thesis. So let's get started. What do you remember about me when we first met?
Okay, I can clearly remember the first day of AP Lang. I think we had an earthquake, you guys walked in and then we had an earthquake drill. And immediately you were a leader. You stood out as somebody who was vocal and a very bubbly personality. And then that was like a reinforcement because I'd actually met you when you were in 10th grade, when you were in student government. And I remember seeing you come by for announcements, especially like fundraising. So you stood out to me as somebody who was outgoing, bubbly, and a leader right away.
I remember about you when I first met you. My first time seeing you wasn't even when we had in-person school, but I had seen you in person when I was picking up books from the school. I told my mom, hey, that's my classmate Elite. I didn't really talk to you at that point, but I still knew of you, or I didn't know much, I just knew your name. When I first actually met you, you seemed really nice, sweet, kind of like scared in a sense too, meeting a small little puppy for the first time. That's what it was.
These people who are about to answer this question, their answer stood out to me, mainly because they were real and funny. These people are Peyton and my Uncle Murphy. Good afternoon, Peyton. I'm going to interview you for my senior thesis. That's all right?
Yes.
Okay. What moment involving me stands out to you most clearly?
What moment? Ooh, let me think. Where have we been? Where can I start? And we have a lot, but I'm trying to think of one. We have too many. I only got to think of one.
It can be many.
Okay. When we got close during my 7th grade year, I don't know, like during after school program, we would always be around each other. It was like took pictures every day. We just laughed. It was so funny. It was like every day we was there. We was unstoppable. And then like 9th grade year, it was like, and then on top of that, it's like every day mornings that we had in front of the school waiting for this waiting for this freaking school to open up at 8:00 in the morning. But at the end of the day, we used to sit back and be just talking. And then all the boy drama we talked about and just talking about boys.
Okay.
You asking me last year to take you to year one of formal.
Okay. I chose these people because they always have truth in their tongue. I can always count on them to talk about my problems, personal or academic. These people are Peyton and Mrs. Winnie. What do you think I was struggling with that I didn't say out loud?
Quite a few things that you eventually did share with me, but like your junior year, I really had no idea your interpersonal struggles. You had shared with me your academic ones about how it was challenging for you, and I understood that being an AP the first time, and you shared with me like your different academic needs, but never, ever, ever did I hear you talk about friend problems or social problems or money problems or any of the things that I learned this year. And so when I would see you struggling in class, I knew that the work was challenging, but it did seem like sometimes when you wanted to disappear, more was going on than that. Like you would want to kind of put your hood on or go put your head down. But it took a while to hear it from you.
What do you think I was struggling with that I didn't say out loud?
I gotta say it. I hate when I have to say it because it's so hurtful. But
Say it.
I think
That's
I think it's really self-confidence. Like, you know, I feel like you don't see how I see you, and I see you as like a very beautiful lady, and you rock these outfits like there's no other. And I be dang there like, how can you not see how beautiful and radiant you are? And also boy trouble, like you're kind of a boy crazy girl, I'm gonna be honest. Like you're boy crazy. And I will say that you're boy crazy, but at the end of the day, I feel like those things tie into like your low confidence and your boy craziness. Those are the only lows, but at the end of the day, I still see it as highs because I find it like you're human and you want to be loved. But I feel like you need to understand that people do love you, and it may not be romantically, but I feel like people still do care about you, especially me. And I feel like you're losing your hope on finding love, and that sucks. But I feel like there is someone out there in this world who will love and cherish you as much as I do.
For this question, I chose these people because they've known how to brighten my day. They've been huge father figures in my life, and they always keep it 100. These people are Mr. Blakely and my Uncle Murphy. How do you think I've changed between then and now?
You're growing up, so you're actually, like I tell you any other time, you're embracing your femininity. And it's a beautiful thing to watch you grow, blossom into a beautiful, headstrong woman. Like now you don't have a problem with expressing yourself. You just have to get better at it. It's not what you say, it's how you say it.
How do you think I've changed between then and now?
Between 6th grade and now? Woo! Girl. I think you've changed a lot. It's like it's impossible to go from being a 6th grader to being a 12th grader and not have evolved. I think you've evolved in having the voice and knowing how to use it. I think you've evolved in, like I said, in your acceptance of yourself and your love for yourself. I think you've evolved in your ability to, I think, communicate, like hear other people's opinions, even if you disagree with them or even if their criticism is of you or whatever. I think you've learned how to hear things and still keep pushing. So I think you've changed a lot since that stubborn 6th grade girl. I mean, you're still stubborn now. Don't make that mistake.
This question asks a lot, but the people I chose for this question mainly had a lot to say because they've known me for a long time. And because of that, I'm glad that they're still involved in my life. They are Mr. Blakely and Peyton. What do you want me to know about what you've observed?
What I have observed, girl, that I want you to know that you are beautiful. I'm telling you, multiple people see your beauty. And I don't know, like, I feel like it's going to take time for you because I feel like you have to find that on your own. But I just want to let you know that there are people out here who are probably gazing upon you and being like, damn, she is gorgeous. They might not be saying it right now, but in their head, they might be thinking that. So I just need you to know that, you know, that you are a beautiful young lady.
That's right.
What do you want me to know about what you've observed?
I want you to know that you are enough, just the way that you are. Love you and do you. Trust yourself, believe in yourself, and let everybody else figure it out as they do.
For this question, I mainly picked these people because of their answers. They were funny and were very unexpected considering the fact that they've learned a lot about me over the past couple of years. These people are Jordan and Mr. Blakely. What are you most proud of when you think about me?
I'm proud of you getting this work done, girl, and going to college. You are making it. See, you used to be asleep in all your classes. You still sleep sometimes, but that's okay. I be asleep too. But you, like, I feel like at one point I'm not trying to put like words in your mouth or thoughts in your head, but I feel like at one point you might not have been at all thinking about going to college because you're like, high school enough is already too much. Like, how am I going to do this on a larger scale where the work is harder, there's more people? Like, I feel like at some point there might have been a lot of doubt in your mind, but I feel like you are ready. You're ready to go out there. You're ready to experience more, meet new people, learn more things. You're ready to put your skills to the test. And I'm proud of you for being able to prepare yourself the way you did.
What are you most proud of when you think about me?
Because you have not killed anybody. There was a couple of moments I was like, if y'all leave this girl alone, she's gonna kill somebody. And you haven't. So yay. And you are on track to graduate and get out of here on time. I think that is awesome. Because I was like, woo! Y'all gonna push a button and they're gonna have to call me or call Miss Mason. Be like, can you come down here and get a lead? Sure can.
Thank you. I have friends that I've made throughout high school that have challenged me, but also pushed me to become the person I am today. I'm glad I met these people, whether they were good people or bad. I'm glad they became my friends and may or may not still be my friends to this day. But because I met those people, I'm glad they're still part of the reason I chose to make a lot of the decisions I have the past 4 years. Now, because graduation was priority this year, having to deal with the counselor who was pushing for you to graduate is very surprising, considering I was over it at one point. I was ready to give it all up and fail, but because I had people like my family and these teachers and administrators talking with me about what I can do to make sure I graduate and pass the current classes that I'm taking, I'm very glad that these people are very involved in my life and still are. All right. What do you want me to know about what you've observed?
Don't ever settle. You got the world ahead of you. You got a very strong head on your shoulders. You know, a lot of parents, uncles, big brothers, whatever, tell you, man, the world is yours. I wholeheartedly agree with that when it comes to you. And just no matter what, just remember, no matter what, good, bad, or indifferent, you got people that support you 110%, myself included. I'm probably one of your biggest supporters, haters, but I want to see you succeed.